Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Меня зовут Наталья Петрова, и сегодня мы с вами побеседуем в онлайн-режиме с моей ученицей из Чехии, Софией. Она, как и все украинцы, была вынуждена выехать, и возникла проблема с языком. Необходимо было выучить английский за короткий период времени. Мы с Софией занимались по моей методике изучения английского, и кто хочет получить доступ к моим материалам, пишите мне на email, ссылка под видео. Софийка, давай поговорим с тобой о жизни в Чехии. So, can you tell me about where are you from?
So I'm from Ukraine.
What part of Ukraine are you from?
So I'm from eastern part of Ukraine. However, if to be precise, I'm from Kharkiv.
Why did you decide to come to Czech Republic? What's the reason?
I suppose it's really decent country for everybody. As a result, everybody has their own rights here. Moreover, education here is really splendid.
How long are you planning to stay here?
I suppose I'm going to stay here for such a long time because I'm in ninth grade, and if you're in ninth grade, after this you have to get to the gymnasium and study there for 4 years. So I suppose we're gonna stay here for a long time.
I see. And where do you go to school?
So I go to my district school. It's really close to me, which is really convenient. And I would say that here in Czech Republic, a lot of different schools that you can choose from.
And where do you live in Czech Republic?
I live in Brno. So I would say where I live in Kharkiv, it was really hustle and bustle city. Meanwhile, here in Brno, it's really quiet, especially at night, which I really admire. As well as I would add that it's really clean city, which I really admire, and everybody cares about the pollution and all these things.
Can you tell me some basic facts about Czech Republic?
So Czech Republic is located in the center of the Europe, as well as there's currency of Czech Republic is Czech crown. I would add that their language is Czech, obviously, and this country is really small due to this. Here live only 11 millions of people.
And what can you say me about this different part of the country?
So the country has three different parts. One of them, Moravia, where I live, it's southeastern part, as well as there's Silesia and Bohemia.
Thank you. Thank you. What do you know about the geography of the country?
So the country has no seas and has no seas. However, it's located near Poland, Austria, Germany, and Slovakia, and the biggest mountain is Snežka. I don't live in Prague. Due to this, I don't know that many things. However, I've been there a few times, and I really love this city. This city is extremely ancient, as well as I would say that there are a bunch of different foreigners from different countries all around the world, and the population of the Prague approximately 2 millions of people.
Thank you for the answer. Can you tell me which other historic sites should you see in the Czech Republic?
So if we're talking about Prague, I would definitely recommend the bridge. It's called Karel Bridge, as well as I definitely would recommend the ancient city here, central city. And in Brno, I would recommend a lot of different sightseeing, especially different cathedrals. Here in Brno, you can find a lot of different Catholic cathedrals. One of them is Saint Paul. Is one of the most beautiful and one of the most well-known cathedral. And I would recommend Spielberg Castle.
Can you tell me about the Czech countryside?
I've never been to countrysides. However, we've gone through them a lot of times, and I would say that they're quite simple and silent. And I would say that most of the Czech people, they prefer countrysides and they will enjoy this life than in the cities.
And what are some typical products made in the Czech Republic?
So how we know Czech Republic is well known for its beer, and it's made in Pilsen, as well as Czech Republic popular for its car Škoda. And I would add that Bata is really popular shop of the shoes, which is well known now all around the world. While I would say that he has really popular jewelries and all these things.
Earrings, necklaces, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Great, thanks. And do you know any famous Czechs?
I know only a few of them. One of them, Karel Gott. However, most of the people assume that he's from Germany, but he actually from Czech Republic. As well as I know football player, his name is Petr Čech.
Итак, если хотите выучить язык, как это сделала Софийка по моей методике, пишите, буду рада всем помочь. Why do you like my methods of teaching it?
I suppose it's not just like studying, it's really fascinating, especially your methodics. I would say that you choose like different types of studying English like differently for each others, which is really crucial in my opinion. As well as on my first lesson, you give me a test, which I really admired because after this you could understand how I could learn anything. As well as I would say that you're really convivial and you support every single time, even if you give up at some point, you every single time support, which is really crucial.
Thanks. Okay, I really appreciate your opinion. And let's speak about language now. So, at what age should children start learning a foreign language? How do you think?
I suppose as soon as they start learn any languages, it's more easier for them, as well as I would say it's develop their brain in some point, because some people really admire maths and some people not a big fan of maths. And with languages you can develop your all different skills, like not only just language skills, but social skills and other skills.
Why do some people struggle to learn a new language?
It actually depends a lot on the type of languages. For instance, there are Slovak languages that quite easier for some people to learn, and other languages that can be a little bit harder. Especially depends on the people. Some people struggle in learning grammar structures or like vocabulary, meanwhile others struggles in intonation and pronunciation. And I would say it depends a lot on the people, and quite often it's just the grammar of the other languages.
Do you think it's easier to learn a new language if you are in the country where your language is spoken?
Definitely, yeah, especially in my experience. For instance, I don't learn Czech language that often. However, most of the time I'm at school, and due to this, it's way easier for me to learn something. I listen to them every single time, and I read something in Czech. And due to this, I spend most and most of the time in the Czech all the life. And when you spend your time in the foreign country, it's easier for you to learn anything.
I see. So, what kinds of dictionaries do people use to learn a language? Maybe some online dictionaries you can advise.
Obviously, most of the people nowadays don't use paper dictionaries that often. So I would say that Macmillan, perhaps Cambridge dictionaries are the most popular, because it's not just the online, which is really convenient, as well as you can listen to audios how to pronunciate some words correctly. And if you download some certain apps, you can learn the words there.
And why do some people want to learn a new language? What is the reason?
Most of the people crave to learn languages because they either have to move to another country or because of the job, as well as most of the people just admire learning languages because it gives them some sort of inspiration.
Do you think it's important to learn the language of a country that you are visiting on holiday, for example?
I suppose it's quite vital to learn at least a few phrases, because the locals will appreciate this at least that you appreciate their country and cherish what they do for you. Therefore, at least like some useful phrases extremely important. However, if you're going to stay there for a long time, I would definitely recommend to learn that language.
Thanks for answering all my questions. Safika, I have only one question for you. So tell me, do you like learning English from subtitles of your favorite soaps?
Yeah, sometimes I turn on like different songs, and I really admire this type of studying language because it's really fascinating. Not only just you enjoy the music, as well as you can learn there also different useful phrases and grammar structures.
Thanks for the answer. Я подготовила новую методику изучения английского. Сейчас довольно-таки популярный среди молодежи сериал Wednesday. Эта методика будет состоять из 8 уроков, столько же, сколько и серий в данном сериале.
Спасибо вам большое. Thank you so much.
Thank you and have a nice day.